What's up, everybody? My name is Aaron, and welcome to the Mad Maker Studio, and welcome back to Puzzle Agent. We've just arrived at the Scoggins eraser factory, and we have yet to be introduced to this fella here who looks like he's part of the local police department.
Hi, Sheriff Bog. Yeah, I'm Nelson Tethers of the FBI's Department of Puzzle...
Agent Tethers, good to meet you. We got a real mess here. Yes, we do.
We do?
Oh, yes. It's gonna be a while before we can get this factory running again.
But my job is to get this factory back to making erasers.
Agent Tethers, you're in a right pickle.
Well, I should probably ask you some questions about the incident then.
That's what I'd do if I was a big, important FBI boy.
Okay, first off, in the last episode, the hotel clerk mentioned that someone may have died in this factory because of raccoons. And just throwing this out there, if there is a fatality at a workplace, the first person you call is OSHA, not the puzzle agent.
What was this incident?
Well, we don't need to be dramatic.
What happened?
There was an explosion.
What?
Oh, yeah. A big explosion, and the foreman just never came home.
When did the accident take place?
Well, I've been trying to figure that out myself. Here's what I know.
The Rest Easy Guard service was employed to keep watch over the factory from midnight to midnight yesterday. From their statements, can you determine the time of the big noise? Boom. 1 hour before the last shift started. Only Bernie put in the full 8 hours. I get the shortest shift, 3 hours. Worked from 6 till I was relieved. Alright, so this is our block. Okay, we can just click it and it goes in one direction. 1 hour before the last shift started. So a full shift is 8 hours. Hold on, I'm gonna get my notebook. One full shift is 8 hours, and that's out of 24 hours. Worked from 6 till he was relieved. Okay, I'm gonna put Bernie 8 hours, Iggy 6 hours, Pop is 3 hours. It's the shortest shift. We don't know how long Al worked. We've got 8 hours, 6 hours, 3 hours. 17. If Bernie did full 8 hours, I want to say he was the second to last. So Al would be after him. Al was the last shift. Pop looks disgruntled at having only 3 hours. Because if he worked the full 8 hours, he had to have been there before the last shift started, if they're all taking turns. Well, we've collected quite a few bits of gum. Let's go ahead and test out our hint mechanic. Maybe that seems like too easy if you just have to figure out the 2 shifts, but he could also be exaggerating, like he could be freaked out by it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he was there. Because if we backtrack from him who did the full 8 hour, like the worked from 6 till I was relieved. That's a bit weird. If we're starting like, if he's like one of the first 2 shifts. Let's just use a hint. Iggy started at 6, but did he start at 6 a.m. or 6 p.m.? Only one of these is possible given conditions, so 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. Oh no, wait a minute. See how I just jumped to, oh, 6 a.m. Maybe he's one of the later shifts. If he started... Oh, shoot. I was also assuming... I was assuming also that he worked 6 hours, which is not right. All right, let me do a little bit of math now. Explosion happened, so we need to figure out who the last shift is. It goes from midnight to midnight, a full 24 hours. Let's use another hint. Alright, that helps. Pop worked the last shift ending at midnight. Well, that makes it easy. If you worked 3 hours, you got in at 9, so 8 p.m. Okay, I kind of just gave it all away with that one hint. They could have stretched it out a little bit more, but I appreciate it. Nice. Okay, so we still get a pretty good rating even if we use hints.
If there was an explosion at that time, wouldn't the icicles on the building have been knocked off?
Good point. Maybe they grew back.
What happened to the foreman? My notes don't have a lot of details.
Well, we're still trying to figure that out. One day after work, Mr. Dabner just never came home. The accident was pretty bad.
Oh, is there a body?
Nope, he's just gone. Isaac Dabner's his name, if you don't have that in your notes.
We don't even know if he died in that explosion?
Won't be able to find that out till we find a way into the factory.
Well, alrighty then.
What did your investigation turn up?
Not much. I can't figure out how to get past this lock.
Well, that's because it's missing a piece. I can see that just by looking.
We're going on a fetch quest.
So it is. I guess that's why you make the big bucks, right?
That's right, sir. Well, I don't seem to be getting a lot of answers.
Listen, why don't you meet me down at the Moose Ear Diner later? I have some files related to the case that you may be able to help me with.
Oh, okay, but I really think...
Agent Tethers, it's a pleasure working with you. You're doing a great job. I'll meet you at the Moose Ear in a bit.
Right?
Interesting. Out at their eraser factory. The doors to the factory are very locked. Some sort of custom-built contraption has got this place locked up tighter than Fort Knox. The device seems damaged, though. It seems to be missing a piece.
I guess this is all we can click on, is there? So I guess we just have to go somewhere else. Or just go straight to the Moose Ear Diner. He just wanted to get out of the cold. I can appreciate that. Oh wow, it's real small.
Something wrong with your sign? I said, is there something wrong with...
You a cop? I ain't got time for cops.
I'm not a cop.
Look, I gotta get this sign fixed before it gets dark. I don't want to be out here after dark, if you know what I mean.
I don't, actually. What do you mean by that?
It's just a fuse, but I can't remember which one it is. Not with all the whispers in my head.
What? Whispers?
Oh great.
Get the fuse for me. I'm getting cold out here.
The repairman has forgotten which fuse he needs to use, even though he coded them so he wouldn't forget. Select the fuse that completes the sequence. Okay, hat, heart, something M. The first and the third one look the most promising. Alright, we're going for it. Yeah. Alright, retry. Let's use a hint. Why not? The sequence of symbols on the fuse box looks somewhat familiar. Maybe it's not as random as it seems. Alright, I'm done. My first instinct was that one. No! Alright, I know I could try the other two, process and elimination, but I want to understand the puzzle. The symbols on the fuses seem to be perfectly symmetrical. Okay, okay. Here I was thinking it was like a number sequence where it had to like morph into the next shape somehow. But sure. There's nothing wrong with using hints. I'll take my 1 star in my shameful picture.
That should do it.
Hey, what do you know? This ought to keep the little buggers away.
Little what?
Well, I gotta finish getting this sign mounted. See you later. Well, we'll see.
That was ominous.
I don't suppose you know anything about the eraser factory accident?
Don't suppose I do.
Did you know Isaac Davner?
Not much. Heard he had some kind of accident. Feel bad for his wife, Glory. Such a pretty girl.
I should really talk to her. Do you know where I can find her?
Yes, I do.
So, where can I find her?
Inside.
Thanks, creepy man.
Goodbye.
Oh, here's our gum. We need to rebuild our gum reservoir. Immediately judging me. They know I'm not local in this small town.
Excuse me, ma'am. Miss? Waitress lady?
Welcome to the Moose Ear Diner. I'll be right with you.
Can I help you with that?
Glory is distracted by the puzzle of food she's preparing to serve. Fit all the food items on the plate in such a way that none of them overlap to get her attention. Great. Oh boy. Oh, is this automatically locking? That's weird. Okay. Okay. Alright, less complicated than I was making it out to be. Boom. Beautiful.
There you go. Delicious.
Thanks.
So, what's good here?
I don't know. It's all fine.
Oh, okay. What's your name?
Glory Davner.
Oh, haha. So, I'm Nelson. Are you feeling okay?
Yes. No. I'm just thinking about my husband.
What's wrong with your husband, ma'am? Is he okay?
He will be.
Well, I'm with the FBI's Department of Puzzles Research. I need to ask you a few questions. An accident at the eraser factory caused it to shut down. Do you know anything about that?
Of course I do.
What have you heard?
Well, nothing really. I mean, Just that it was an accident like everyone says.
The factory foreman, Isaac Davner. He was your husband?
Yes,
Oh, I'm so sorry. There's not much in my files about him.
that's okay. He's a great man. I'm so proud of him.
For...
Just so proud.
Oh, okay. The repairman outside seems a bit odd. Anything I should know about him?
Well, I think he's got a bit of a crush on me, but he's harmless.
Could he have hurt your husband to get to you?
Oh no, he wouldn't hurt a fly. He even avoids stepping on rocks so he won't accidentally hurt any critters living below. I wish people wouldn't tease him for that, Daryl.
Has the factory closure affected business?
Yeah, people tend to hang around here longer now that they aren't going to work. Normally, that'd be a good thing, but I've been pretty distracted.
I see that. Maybe I can help.
When these three couples walked into the diner, Glory thought she knew what each would order. She was wrong, and now she's forgotten who gets what. Here's what she does recall. Nobody ordered a meal resembling their spouse, okay. One lady ordered a meal resembling the fish-eating man sitting next to her. Only one patron resemble his or her meal. The ham plate should be set down next to the banana split. Alright, just to start, resembling his or her meal, if we put the banana split next to the banana split, so it has to be, these have to go to a couple. So a man is eating fish, but they didn't order anything resembling their spouses, so ice cream man's eating the fish. Oh shoot. Oh no. everything I know is wrong. Okay, banana split, ham have to be next to each other, but can they be like across from each other? A man is eating the fish. Onion rings. Burger, turkey. Nobody ordered a meal resembling their spouse. Okay, that tracks so far. One lady ordered a meal resembling the fish-eating man sitting next to her. So, onion rings, fish-eating man. Only one patron resemble his or her meal, so we got the ham. Ham is right next to the banana split. Let's try this. Oh, dang it. Okay, retry. Let me put everything up. And I was basing everything off, assuming that the ham matched the ham lady. Okay, one lady ordered a meal resembling the fish-eating man sitting next to her. So spouses can't match. I still think Onion Boy is eating the fish. And Chicken Woman has the onion rings. Ham should be next to the banana split. Okay, this meets all the requirements for me. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah! Nailed it.
That wasn't so tough.
Yeah, I guess not.
Could I have a bit more of your time, ma'am?
Sure.
But we're gonna say goodbye.
There's some tobacco on the counter. Smells like cherry. I guess the waitress hasn't been in much of a cleaning mood lately. Hi there, I'm Agent Tethers with the FBI. Sir, you seem stressed. Do you know something about the factory you'd like to let me in on?
Get out of here, city boy.
I don't know anything.
Sir, it's against the law to withhold information or lie to a federal agent.
Yeah, I'm into some stuff.
Okay. Who are you?
So, what's your name?
Steve?
Sir, I'm here about the factory. If you've got nothing to do with it, then however you spend your time doesn't concern me. There's nothing you can tell me about the factory?
I don't commingle with the factory folk.
You haven't heard about anything suspicious going on, have you?
Nothing more than usual.
I thought you were an employee. Glory said everyone's hanging out here since the factory shut down. I assumed you all worked at the factory. You're all wearing blue outfits.
What stuff are you into?
I airlift wooden gnomes out of Scoggins. With birds.
To where? Why? How?
Black market trinket rings. Big money.
Couldn't you just use the mail?
You wouldn't understand, government man. Loner Steve trains bird to transport freight. Tonight's shipment just departed, but Steve forgot to note the quantity. Can you determine the number of gnomes? Oh boy. Each type of bird has a certain weight limit. Each bird shown is carrying the maximum amount it can. Birds may team up on heavy loads, each carrying what he can. Freight must be balanced evenly between a bird's two legs. This is weird. So the bluebirds can only carry 2 gnomes by themselves. I think they said everything was evenly distributed. Birds may team up on heavy loads. Freight must be balanced evenly between a bird's 2 legs. The bluebird's only responsible for 2, so that means the big ducks can carry 4 gnomes. I need a hint, please. Well, I gathered that. They're gonna tell me what I already know about the ducks too? Okay, yeah, I've come to that conclusion already. Alright, so I wasted those hints because I already arrived at those 2 conclusions. I just have in all these empty boxes on my little notebook pad, I just have 3 for all of them. That can't be right. Let me get a helpful hint, please. Oh, see? That's weird. Alright, let me erase some things. Thanks for the x-ray peek. I don't think I would have gotten there this fast. Okay, so 4, 3. Okay. I can't say aloud what I'm thinking, but it makes sense to me with the 2 birds here. They can each support 4. The weight of 4, but it has to be evenly distributed. What's tripping me up is freight must be balanced evenly between a bird's 2 legs. Okay, so I have written down, I've got 1, 4, 3, 1. Whew! I was concerned. I kept like thinking, oh, it's gotta be balanced between their legs, and then the maximum weight of each bird was throwing me off, and oh my gosh. Alright. Passable. We used 3 hints, our nasty used gum, and that's okay.
Another puzzle solved.
You must be so proud of yourself.
I I really should talk to the sheriff before going anywhere else.
Okay, I was just wanting to see if you had anything to say about the number 85.
Hello, Sheriff.
Agent Tethers, good. You're here.
Yeah, listen, I wanted to ask you...
No time. I got a hunch about the factory. I got security camera records here of people leaving the factory.
Good. It'd be helpful to talk with whoever left last.
Exactly what I was thinking. I mixed up the photos so we can put them back in the right order.
What? Why would you do that?
You know how it is.
No, I don't. That's evidence.
Rearrange Sheriff Boggs' photos to show the order in which the factory workers left. Alright, footprints, key. Woo! Nailed it! First try.
This should clear things up.
Yeah. That seems about right. Looks like the last one out was Mike Lobb.
You think he might have had something to do with the accident?
Probably. Why don't you head out to the ice fishing huts on Lake Svens? When he's not working, he's usually there trying to dead stick a lunker.
Got it. No, wait. Do what to a what?
Catch some fish. He's got himself a bright orange vest. Can't miss him. Anyway, to get there, you can take the snowmobile out to Sesame Woods. But you'll have to hoof it from there.
Great.
What do you know about Glory Davner?
Foreman's wife. Poor girl, she's a sweet kid. Her family has lived in this town for generations.
Maybe she has something to do with the accident.
That's ridiculous.
It could be an insurance...
Now you just leave poor Glory alone. She's having a hard enough time without you getting all accusatory.
I'm here to do a job. Why don't you do yours? I know this is a small town, but dang.
What was the name of the factory worker I'm looking for?
The last guy to leave the factory was Mike Lobb. Drive out to Sesame Woods, then walk the trail out to the ice fishing huts.
Something tells me I'm not wearing the right shoes for this.
Is there anything I should know about the Sesame Woods?
Well, they've got the odd Wolverine in them,
What?
but they're probably hibernating or migrating or the like.
I better get back to it.
You betcha.
Okay, we haven't talked to these guys.
Hello, gentlemen. A bit early for a lunch break, isn't it?
Until the eraser factory opens again, Daryl and I have nowhere else to go.
Yeah, me and Daryl got nowhere else to go.
Oh, that's great. Then you don't mind if I ask you a few questions?
Yeah. As soon as I get these bugs back in place.
What? Why do you have bugs in a diner?
You gonna help or not?
Daryl's famous insect collection has gone AWOL. Box them back up again by stringing lines between adjoining points, keeping these rules in mind. Enclose all the bugs using the fewest number of lines to draw a box possible. A box can be any size, but it must be four-sided. Bugs of the same kind can share a box. Each green grass grazer needs 3 squares of territory, including the square it's on. Each pink puddle paddler needs 2, including the square it's on. Oh boy, we can't move these fellows around, can we? Oh. Okay, retry. Woo! bad, not bad.
Oh, look at that. He did it.
Yes. Now, will you answer my questions?
Sure. Fire 'em at me.
You two are employed at the factory. Would you say it's a safe place to work?
As safe as any other place, I guess.
Yeah, except the new wing is haunted.
No, it isn't. You better quit listening to those hippies.
Why do you think the new wing is haunted?
When the factory expanded, we built a new wing. A bunch of locals got angry we had to clear out part of the forest to do it.
Because spirits live in the forest.
You mentioned something about spirits in the forest. Really?
Depends on who you ask.
You won't see me out in the woods after sundown.
Well, me neither. But there ain't no spirits.
Do you guys know what happened to the foreman?
Yeah, the lobster bit him.
Shut up, Daryl.
What do you mean a lobster bit him?
He means Mike Lobb. Mike and Isaac didn't get along all the time. Had a little bit of a fight.
That's 'cause Isaac thought he was smarter than all of us floor guys.
Hell, he probably is.
No, he ain't. Just 'cause he's a college boy don't make him smart.
What do you know about the guy fixing the sign outside?
Randall Scruffman. Weird guy. He thinks the trees talk to him.
Yeah, but he sure picked the right line of work. He's gonna be employed forever. Stuff always needs fixing.
I think he looks extra hard for stuff to fix around here.
Yeah, so he can be close to Glory. She's the waitress here. Sweeter than moose milk in the morning.
Gross.
Thanks, gentlemen.
Anytime.
All right, well, this sounds like a great place to leave this episode, and next time we'll go to the Sesame Woods. But thank you so much for joining me. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I hope to see you next time. Bye!